Society wants us to fail and be a bunch of losers. That's just basically what their job is at this point. Society has rewired our brains just to fail. That's just the sad truth. If you are new here, my name is Suzu, and I'm a blunt YouTuber who looks for solutions. So if you are into that kind of content, calling out the BS, wanting to work on it as best as you can with simple, guided, gentle steps, you have come to the right place. One of the things that I'm strongly an advocate for, that I believe in, is that life prepares us. Sometimes we just want to jump into doing things and then we just forget that we need preparation. You know what I'm saying? Like, before a student can go into an exam, the student should first study or be prepared. Because it's so easy to say, I want to get it over and done with. But what if you're the one who gets over and done with? First of all, trigger warning, because some of the things I will say will hit home, and that's kind of the whole point, but I still wanted to give a heads up. The things that we go through in life do not make sense during the moment. Like, if I was to talk about all of the times I went through a problematic scenario with friendships, with relationships, with whatever, and during the moment, it felt like a storm. But afterwards, it made me who I am today. But it's not, okay, I went through this, it made me who I am. It's how I responded as well. And that's what people don't understand. Two people can go through the same thing, but they end up as two different people. Why? Yes, we are unique. I know that. Pretty serious. Pretty obvious, Sherlock. But at the same time, people don't understand it's all about how you respond to it. No one is saying you have to smile your way through, even though some people surprisingly do that. Okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, guys. Yeah, life makes you stuck with these things. Like, you think, okay, it ends, it doesn't. New doors need to open only from closing old doors. If you want to go a different way, then, and some people might be asking or wondering this, why do we go through things if we're going to lose them? Why do we go through doors if we need to close them? Listen to me. In life, okay, I'm going to zoom in because this is something which has bugged me for a while, but I think it's best if I talk about it. In life, we as individuals have been, what's the word? I was supposed to pay attention to. Sorry, I need to fix this because it's annoying me. If I can. In life, right? There are scenarios where we need a specific person at a specific time to help us with a specific thing. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that maybe that person is not meant to be your best friend forever, but they were meant to be there for that specific situation that you needed. Do you ever notice that there were times where people saved you for no reason, but then you weren't ever really close ever again? Like, that one time. And you must be wondering, okay, why are people like that? Why don't people just stay? Well, here's the thing, my friend. Some people are sadly not bound to stay. But they were programmed to be present during that one situation you were in. So here's how I want people to see it, because it gets pretty problematic if we take it the wrong way. Life will sting, okay? Like, yeah, I get it. Why do people stick around when they're not gonna, quote unquote, stick around? But we need those specific people and their insights for a situation. That's why we get tested with different types of people in our lives. What the flip? No! 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 No. Stay nice and silver. Please. Okay. Okay. I know that it really, really stings. Like, trust me. I completely get it. But life doesn't end there, Life goes on. The world keeps spinning. That's just how things are. And sadly, our entitled selves make us think, oh, this person doesn't like me. Oh, this person... No. Sometimes people are not meant for you, and you just gotta accept that, honey. But that's the thing. That's the tea. That's what people don't understand. But because these people are here during the moment, it doesn't mean they'll be here forever, but don't see it as a bad way. Like, if I think about people I was with, yeah, some people, unfortunately, turned out to be toxic, but there were good moments. There were some moments I can say, Alhamdulillah, or praise be to God, that this person taught me a specific thing no one else taught me. Even if things became toxic, even if they betrayed me, even if so and so happened, I still remember that it taught me something. And it's not romanticizing or glorifying the pain. That's different. And we don't glorify, that's kind of dumb. But it's understanding that you can't be who you are today without those people or without those experiences. So before I even worked on anything for myself, I had to make myself some kind of, what's the word? I had to give myself a footing. Like with my channel, I did animated story times, I did memes in order to get a community. This community did not just spawn out of nowhere. But that's the thing. People think everything is just kind of there and okay, if things don't work out, that's it. No, that's immediate gratification. This is where society has unfortunately manipulated you into thinking that, okay, things have to be done now. Things have to be done or else that's it. Like you've messed up. You've lost your chance. But that's far from the truth because honestly, guys, you don't have to think like that. You don't have to be someone who downright thinks, okay, this is it. Okay, like I get it. Okay, like life stings. People are going to make you think that there's something wrong with you. No, sometimes people aren't meant to stay, and that's the sad truth. But that doesn't mean that it was a waste of time. Let me tell you something. With my channel, okay, you see my character on the screen, right? You definitely see her. The thing is, to develop this art style, it took me about a year. So, of course, I drew beforehand. I'm not going to act like it's a miracle 1 year journey. Nope. But that's the thing. I did memes. I did other stuff. I drew for an entire freaking year with animated story times. I didn't really go anywhere. Like with views and stuff, not particularly, but I developed my art style. And now to this day, I use this drawing for, the character you see on my screen. And let me tell you something, okay? If I was told a while ago I would have to do all this drawing just for a character on a screen, I wouldn't do it. But when I think about it now, it perfected my style. It helped me with commissions. It helped me with other animated story times I'm trying my best to work on, but they always somehow come up with an excuse. Things will be difficult and won't make sense during the moment, but it will at some point. And it's fine if it doesn't make sense. If anything, this is where you have to trust it the most. When nothing was working out for me in this channel, before I even built this community, I had to walk in the dark. I had no idea what to expect, but I had to keep walking. Because if I was already trapped in this cave, or I walked into a cave because I took a risk, right? I have to keep walking. That's the mature thing to do. Because if I go back, I'm going to go back to the old life I don't want. And that's what people need to get. You need to shut down those old doors. And it's the same with people. Like, yeah, I know it stings, okay? I, of all people, know absolutely what it's like when people leave your life and you want to be close to those people. You want to be friends. You want to connect. You wish things were different. I get you. But at the same freaking time, they teach you. They're a lesson. And that's what you have to take, okay? So I zoom in, not to annoy you, but because I'm talking about something serious. For any newbies who are watching me. That's what life does. It brings us old people back to our lives. It does all this to us. Life doesn't want to piss you off. Sometimes why you wonder, why am I being tested with this person after leaving them? Why? Because life is testing you. Are you sure you left them? Are you sure you're the same person? Are you sure you've changed? It will do that to you. And it feels so personal. That's when you say, you know what? I'm not going to fall to the same cycle. I'm not going to text this person. I'm not going to give them power. I'm not going to give them that access. And that's what happens with life. It prepares you. So before a doctor can be ready for a surgery, they have to do test runs with other patients, right? And I'm not saying this in a jokey way, like, oh yeah, test runs, like a test monkey. No, you have to take your job seriously. But before they can be entrusted with something serious like a surgery, they have to do other simpler tasks. I mean, not simple for me, absolutely not, but for them, for their profession. But it's all part of preparation. And some people might say that you'll never advance to a certain level. That's fine. You're not meant for it. But you are meant for something that no one else is meant for. The thing is, people see everything as a competition nowadays. It's not. This is society's lack mentality. And it just wires your brain to make you think, oh, there's something wrong with you. Oh, you're just bound to fail. No, this is society. They want you to think like that. Like social media is full of comparisons, full of fakes, just so you can reflect on what a filter Apparently, you guys just need to know that it doesn't have to be against you. It's all about your mentality. If you think life's against you, you're right. If you think life's for you, you're right. Everything is a mentality. You can't control everything, but you can control how you perceive things, like overall. So I just want to say, whoever's watching this, not to BS anyone, your life is not as bad as you make it seem. And if you feel like it is bad, if you feel like it is problematic, do something about it. And I always mention this in my videos. And another thing I wanted to say is you are being prepared to be the version of you who can hold it. Do you ever wonder, like, okay, I want clients, I want my business to go well, I want this to go well. But the thing is, you need to become the kind of person who can hold something, who can maintain that responsibility. So it's so easy for people to say, I want to be a business person, I want to be rich, I want to do this. But can you maintain it? That's the really important, that's the key question. And that's why, okay, you'll catch me talking about God a lot, honestly. Love talking about God. That's why I love God so much, because obviously for other reasons as well, but also because when he gives me something like provision or something, he will prepare me to receive it. If I ask him for someone in my life, he will help me become a better person, so I am ready to accept those blessings. He will help me prepare so I am ready to carry anything that he wants me to get. So if I tell him I want to be successful, he will shape me to be someone who is worthy enough to be successful. And what does worthiness look like? It doesn't mean, okay, I'm confident. Okay, I just deserve it. Everyone deserves something good. Everyone deserves it. But what makes me stand out? Do I upload enough? Do I show up for myself? Am I serious? You know, that's where people fall short in life. You want something? Cool. But what if life asks you, are you serious? And when life asks you that, so many people fall off and say, oh my goodness, it's against me. No. When you are asked if you're serious about things, you will go through hell. You will go through the worst things ever that will make you realize that this is the real deal. But that's what differentiates you between a winner and a loser. That's how you know if you're one of the people you want to watch or if you're just amongst the audience who watches them. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I often like to remember. I'm being prepared to become someone who is able to hold those blessings. Because if we always just want stuff, it's easy, it's typical. But where's the preparation? And if we don't have preparation, we are going to just fall short. Like, okay, fine, a video goes viral. What do I do now? That's the thing. That's why people can feel overwhelmed. And some people expect going viral. Some people expect it and they take it well. That's where you have to prepare for things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made a video a while ago, got about 13K views, about being lonely. Out of nowhere, it blew up. And I was overwhelmed with how many comments I got. I wasn't ready to hold it. And I was like, thank you, God, for giving me that time to settle. Because it's so easy to want to be successful. It's so easy to want those things. But that's where you have to be able to maintain it. Like, people want clients, people want this. Are you a good business person? Are you a good boss? Are you sensible? Are you disciplined? You know, all of these things. The kind of people you want into your life. Are you a good person? Are you a trustworthy person? Are you a good friend? Are you a good partner? Are you a good potential candidate, etc.? For whatever it may be. Everyone needs to look deeper within themselves. Because when I notice things, life is literally like a mirror. Whatever we project, people give us that same energy. Some people are just naturally bad, don't get me wrong, so they don't reflect you but themselves. But you see, it's still a mirror because they project and mirrors project. So you are just being prepared. You either take it as, okay, look, you see how I'm climbing up these stairs. Some people, they're like, oh, so many stairs, then they just kind of dip, like, wee. But then if I look at these stairs and I'm just thinking, you know what, this is long. Yes, it can be long, but I'm being prepared. You know why I have these legs? Because I can walk up them. That's the whole purpose of it. That's what your whole dreams are all about. You'll be given the resources to be able to do things. And even if some people, bless them, don't have legs, God still allows people to have a means or a way to do things. We are already built with the resources. God has allowed this. But we just have to believe in ourselves through the belief that he has in us. And if you don't believe in God, that's fine. I just wanted to mention my own belief. Just believe in yourself, in your capabilities, in what you can do. Because you can do so much more if you really put your mind and heart to it. There are things I look back and I'm like, whoa, I could never do this. You know, with my merch, for example, link is in my description. I didn't think I would ever sell merch. I thought that was for the big YouTubers. I thought that was for people who knew what to do with their art style, people who had it together. But you know what? When I saw that chance, I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. And people love it. People give me reviews to this day. That's the thing. I wouldn't have known that if I didn't take that risk. And we make excuses all the time. You never know how far you could have gone. And I don't want to make people think, oh no, I should have done this. No, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. But at the same time, don't make excuses from now on. You know what I'm saying? While you're aware. Because you are more than capable. You just don't see it. And the only way you will is through practice and discipline and repetition. It's tiring, but the results are the opposite. But yeah, this isn't me BSing you. I'm using my own example here. Like, you can either keep sobbing that life is doing nothing for you, or you do something about it. Because the problem is we are entitled as a society. We don't want to take any accountability. We just want to stay victims. This is society as a whole. That's what the sad truth is. So you do something about it. Is it easy? No. But does it get easier when you keep doing it? Yes, it does. But it only gets harder and harder the more excuses you make. But yeah, honestly, I just thought a video like this is useful. Society is wiring us to just fail. They're wiring us to follow some system. They're wiring us to believe that we are just meant for scraps. We are meant for more, man. And if you want more in your life, you will have to do more. That's the other thing. Like, yeah, some people say work smarter, not harder. I get you. But they still do things that you don't see. So you have to understand that. You have to understand that you will have to do extraordinary things if you want to get extraordinary results. And you will need an extraordinary mindset as well. Like, you need to have that no BS mindset. This is mine, whether they like it or not kind of mentality. If things don't work out, it's fine. It's redirection. Something better is coming my way. But don't, for the love of God or whatever you believe in, even if it's yourself and your abilities, especially, just understand that don't betray your principles and sell yourself short. You are meant for more. And I want to explain another thing, which I do in my videos anyway, but success looks different for everyone. For some people, it's money. For some people, it's something different. So just remember, according to your standards of success, just remember that. I'm not saying everyone wants to be a business person. Unicorn. I'm not saying everyone wants to, I'm not saying everyone wants to be a content creator, whatever. But you have to understand that whatever it is that you want to do, you have to be loyal to it. So freaking loyal. Because when life asks you, are you sure? It will show you the opposite. There were times where I felt God asking me, am I sure? Like, it felt like it. There were times I lost so many subscribers. There were times my videos felt dry. There were times that I just genuinely wanted to give up. You guys know this as well. But every single time I climbed up. Because that was God asking me, are you sure? And it's okay if we fall, as long as we get back up. And that's the thing. That's what people don't understand. That falling is part of the journey, not on purpose and scraping yourself, but understanding that this is how things should be. Okay, not with the unicorn, but oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something smart here. Whoa! Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know. Oh my God, guys. Do you see what I mean? Look, let me show you something so cool. Even though you guys can see it. Look at this. I didn't even know this existed and I fell accidentally. You see, life listens to us. Life tests us. Because I was talking about being abundant and doing things and being successful, it gave me leverage, literally. You see what I'm saying? Like, it felt like a doom fall. It felt like I was gone. But look, I got 3 chests. Sometimes I get 1 at most. But do you see what I mean? That's what life does. It tests you. And yeah, it feels frustrating, but that's how you know that you're being asked, Are you sure you want this? And you will be tested. Like, if you really, really want something, you will have days where it feels like the opposite. You'll feel days where it's like nothing is working, but you still have to say, I don't care if I see nothing working. I am still working. I am still doing the job. I am still doing the work. I am still believing. And empty belief won't do anything. You have to take the actions. You have to take the means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't purposely want to fall down. I just got my unicorn and I wanted to jump to the other side and I fell. But hey, I got abundance. God always has my back. See, I love how this just gets proven. I love God so much. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's just so incredible. And when you start seeing life in a way where it's just for you and you get prepared to be a better person, that's when you'll start to see that it's never been against you. It teaches you things. That doesn't mean things are always happy. That doesn't mean that you'll always understand the positive connotation. You won't understand. But afterwards you understand. Like, during the time of friendships and times where things were difficult, I didn't know the lesson. But years later, it took me years, but I'm so thankful it happened because it made me who I am today. I have more compassion for people. I feel like more of an empath. I feel like I can understand other lonely people. That's the thing. And I wouldn't have known what a lonely person felt like if I didn't go through that. And the advice I'm giving you guys, I wouldn't have known if I didn't live and learn. So that's what I'm saying. And I really, really feel aligned with this video. Okay, not that, but never mind that. But you see how things shift so quickly. Like, life goes just like that. It's so short, but at the same time, things happen. So yeah, I want you guys to believe in yourself. Do something. If there's a task you've been withholding, I dare you. Actually, I command you. Do it. Do it. And see where it takes you. Even if you feel like it's going nowhere, you did something. Okay? That's a stepping stone. And people underestimate stepping stones and planting a seed. Like, it feels like nothing right now, but when it grows, you'll be so thankful. Genuinely. It's like maybe there's someone growing a big tree of vegetation, of crops, of fruits and vegetables. It can feed a whole village, right? But it takes years. But imagine, all that preservation can still preserve someone's life. And even if it takes time, and while people shouldn't just rely on a single tree and focus on other edible availabilities, that tree will benefit people. And that tree, God willing, will last long. And that's kind of like what we are. We are like trees. From a single branch, from a single trunk, we just branch out differently. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I felt so aligned. I'm telling you. I love talking about rewiring. I haven't even made a proper video about it, and I just talked about it. I love talking about mindset shifts and God and religion. Like, you guys probably feel it in this video. But thank you for watching. And please support my coffee page as well. And I have merch. I've got more products I need to list. I'm just lazy. But I can't wait to see more of your reviews. And it looks like people are loving the merch, which is really good to see. But yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Stay aligned. And even if things don't work out, it's okay. Redirection. Even if things don't make sense now, one day they will. Keep going. Keep being you. Keep being an amazing person. Keep shining and believe in yourself, because no one is going to hold on like you. No one's going to believe in this dream and vision like you do. It's your vision, your dream. You protect it. And before people believed in me and my dream, I believed in me first. Well, God did, and then he guided me to believe in me. But in terms of humans, yeah, I was the first to say I'm doing this. And then someone else was like, wow, I want to support her. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So you are the only one who can make your life change. And I'm not trying to say something so boring and motivational and, kind of dead and fake. I don't do stuff like that. But you are the one who can change your life. You either see this storm as, oh no, it's going to flood everything, which is kind of inevitable, or you see it as, okay, wow, this is the kind of rainfall that even helps crops grow. And this is the type that even helps those in need, get nourished. There's so many ways to see it, but understanding that you have to see things for how they are. Like, yeah, things are bad, but how do I make it better? That's the mentality. Not things are terrible forever, or things are so amazing. Nah. be rational, be grounded, and just remember that you have got this. Okay, I believe in you. If you don't believe in you, I believe in you. Okay, and I'm saying this as someone who has already been delusional enough to make some kind of platform for myself here. So wherever God takes me, he takes me. But nothing is a mistake. Even if things seem like, okay, I should have done this. Oh, I never would have guessed that this would have ended here. Just remember, nothing is a mistake. It shapes you. You just don't see it. And one day you'll be like, I see why God did this. I see why life did this. I see why this happened. And you realize all of that combined makes you.